question. I know, like, because we had talked about you mentioned them being shinobis, and I know we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of animes like shinobis, ninjas, like shinobis are ninjas, so that's why we've seen so much of them. Have you heard this before? Like, have you heard anything about shinobis having multiple wives on a regular
No.
basis? I
No.
don't. That's not a common thing, right?
No, and I don't even think it was a common theme in his family. I think it was just the fact that he's who he is, a fucking stallion.
No, it was. It was. They actually mentioned that in the show. It was a common
Oh,
theme in his family. So
oh,
the reason
I
I had
missed that then.
asked, yeah, the reason I had
No, I
asked
never heard
is
that.
because they say like there was like, yeah, my dad has us take multiple wives. And I think they mentioned that they're one of the last shinobi clans because even when he was fighting
Yeah,
my man with the sickles, the
yeah, he
dude's
was
like
like,
the shinobi don't exist anymore.
right.
And so I was wondering, like, is that a normal shinobi thing to do to take multiple wives, or were they doing that to help the clan and keep the
Well,
clan going and keep the shinobis going? So now I'm assuming
I
that
have no idea.
that's the case,
That's a
considering
good theory. That's a good theory.
considering I don't
Maybe
know.
I
I'm
don't
just a
know.
smart guy coming up with
They
great
never
theories. It's
usually talk
whatever.
about how many fucking wives they have when they're talking about ninja. Like you never hear about that
Have
in
you ever
Naruto.
watched but have you ever watched an anime? They're always talking about
A
bitches in there,
shinobi?
and
No, they're
if
always talking
someone
about
has more than
bitches,
one,
but not a
if
specific. They're not
but
talking about a specific tribe's ideology about how many wives each of them have. They're talking
yeah,
generally.
I guess not in shonens, but in isekais, it's all they talk about.
Oh well, I wonder
Fucking
why.
5 wives per isekai. That's the rule. Don't you
Yeah.
know that? If you have 3 wives, it doesn't count as an isekai. You got to label it as something else. You got to have 5,
Mm,
dude.
yeah,
Got to have
not
5
in
or keep it
not in
moving.
not in shonen. All right, and they all have to have big tits or what?
All of them, every single. They got to be busty. Oh, there's got to be one though. There's got to be one
I'll
that's
tell you
way
what.
inappropriate.
I'll tell you what. Tengen's wives were sexy as hell. Mwah.
Each one of them. Each one
All
of them.
three.
I will
All
say,
three.
if I had to
Which
get
one
rid
did
of
you like the
one,
most?
well,
No, pick
if
the
I
one
had
you
to
like
get
the most. What do you mean one?
Uh,
You're
if
like,
I
I'm
had
gonna
to get
keep
rid of
two.
one,
No,
yep,
I'm not getting rid of two. I'm keeping at least two.
I'm keeping 2 for sure because you got to have your backup wife. What if your first wife dies? This is a dangerous line of business.
A la Rengoku's dad.
There you go.
If he
Boom,
had more
dangerous.
wives, he probably wouldn't have fell into that drunken slumber.
Exactly. See, you get it. You fucking get it.
But if you had to get rid of one,
If
who
I
would
had to
you
get
pick?
rid of one, I would have got rid of the annoying one that was scared all the time. Just
Yeah.
obnoxious. You're just too
Was she the one
obnoxious.
who was crying on like
Yep.
Nezuko, like "Don't do that to
Yep.
him"? And
Yep. Yep. I just can't do obnoxious. You could be scared all you want, but if you're gonna be obnoxious, you can fucking go.
I like that if she's obnoxious in like an enlightened way towards me, if that makes sense. So if she's like super like ooey gooey like that, but she clings to me to feel better, I would like that.
See, but would you call that obnoxious?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, obnoxious if she was being combative and doing that,
Yeah,
that would be
that's
what
be
I would
obnoxious.
consider
Yeah,
obnoxious.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, that's
Fair
fine,
enough.
but that's not what I'd consider obnoxious. But the one I would keep is that bad bitch who had the
I
fucking
like the red.
the
She had
kunai
red.
knives.
Was that
I
the one
like
who had the red?
I think that was purple. She had the
Okay.
kunai knives with the fucking wisteria poisoning on them and
Okay. I
shot
know
those
which one you're
fucking
talking about.
cannons. Yeah,
Yeah, the one who
yeah,
got the like flower or
yep,
whatever from him.
yep, yep.
Okay,
That'd be
cool.
the one. That'd be the one I keep.
Yeah. But preferably all three. I'll take all three,
I mean,
preferably.
ideally, in a perfect world, I ain't mad at keeping all 3, but
Yeah.
the third one's got to like stay busy or fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know what she's got to do, but it's got to be away from me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now the awkward part about the plot, in my opinion, is that they did the same plan. So he had the girls infiltrate the same way he had the guys, the big three infiltrate.
That's a
And I'm
good
all
point.
like, why would you do the same thing
I
twice?
didn't
You're ignorant.
actually I didn't
You're
actually
ignorant.
ever put that together. That is
Yeah.
fucking stupid when you
You're
think
ignorant.
about it.
You're,
He's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I had these 3 girls, my 3 wives infiltrate and they're fucking gone missing. So what I'm going to have you guys do is the exact same fucking thing."
And you're gonna call me daddy
Fucking
while you do it.
genius.
'Cause he
Daddy,
has
daddy,
something
daddy,
about being
daddy,
called
daddy,
Lord
daddy. Let
or
me call you
Master.
daddy, 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 daddy. No?
Are you done or you finished?
Nothing is a TikTok trend. I don't know, man. I'm doing my
No,
best here. Trying to
no,
keep up with the times. See?
no.
Did you see the Rizzle on that? What's up?
Yeah, love
Yeah,
the
I'm
Rizzle.
cool.
Love
I'm
it.
cool. They call me the
Yeah.
Rizzler.
What did you think about their undercover jobs? Like, did you think that
I
they
don't
were did
no.
you enjoy watching
No.
that? I didn't even
No.
really enjoy watching it. I
No,
thought it was weird.
yeah, whenever I rewatch it, because I've rewatched it 4 or 5 times since, I
Yeah.
skip it.
Yeah.
I skip it every
Same
time. I
here.
just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably the most filler Demon Slayer has in the entire show. Most
Yeah.
pointless filler.
Yeah, it was
And
pretty
so,
boring.
yeah, yeah, I fucking hated it.
And then, you know, they're
I the
slapping
only
little girls around and shit,
Yeah,
and
beating the shit out of these little girls, trying to train them to be concubines because I don't feel comfortable calling little girls that young the other word.
yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like I understand this is like indicative
That's
of the
wild
time
that they're
period.
grooming. Yeah.
So this isn't like
Straight
uncommon for that
grooming.
time period, but it's like,
Right.
fuck, dude. Like we could, maybe update this a little bit so I don't feel
Yeah.
as creepy watching it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
But
no, it was
anime
hard to
don't give a
watch.
fuck. They
Yeah, it was
do
hard.
not care.
It was like a okay the very first time I saw it, but that's all I could really watch it was that very
Yeah.
first time
Yeah, the first time ever since the first time I
because I was definitely
haven't
skipping through it as well. I was like, man,
mhm.
fuck that.